CSR is involved in that for 10 minutes worth. With our new system, we're talking about the hold time being just about negligible. We said 15 seconds. Okay, followed by the same 2 minutes of human interaction with a CSR, followed by 3 minutes of, now because we have a database, looking up the information in the database, so that the entire time that the customer service representative is now involved in the call is just 5 minutes, and the entire experience for the customer is 5 minutes and 15 seconds or so. All right? Now, we asked the question, how does shrinking the time from 10 minutes to 5 minutes here end up automatically shrinking the hold time from 5 minutes to 15 seconds here? Well, that's because we have a CSR spends just 5 minutes on the call and then is free. So you're much more likely to have a CSR free and not talking to a customer when you call in, which is why we're able to shrink the hold time down to such a small number. Okay, so back to the write-up on the homework. Now, we also are told by the CFO that the average cost to the company per CSR, salaries, benefits, training, etc., payroll certainly is part of that in there, is estimated by the CFO to be $120,000 a year. Now, I have to stress at this point, the CSR certainly isn't making $120,000 a year, but by the time we consider everything else, benefits, training, overhead, cost of computer leases, etc., that is necessary to keep the CSR doing what the CSR is doing, that all adds up to about $120,000 a year. Now, the IT system would be built by licensing the CSR Easy software product from ABC Corp, and then paying ABC Corp at a rate of $50 an hour to customize the software system to incorporate all of our product data. We estimate that it will take about 30,000 hours for ABC to customize the software for initial delivery, and about 10,000 hours per year to keep that information current. And the annual license fee for the software is $100,000. Okay, the estimated lifetime for the new system is 5 years. By then, we would expect to replace it with newer technology. All right, so let's ask the question, what sorts of anticipated benefits are we expecting from this project? Well, one type of benefit is we anticipate that we're going to see increased customer retention. Okay, an increased customer retention is going to be worth something to us. We don't know what in terms of dollars. Okay. Furthermore, we're expecting that we're going to see increased sales from happier customers. Okay, so even the ones that weren't thinking about going away, because we're making them happier, they're going to buy more from us. Okay, we've also determined that we don't need to keep all 10 of those extra CSRs, and we're going to let, let's say, 3 of them go. Okay, so that's 3 CSR reduction in overhead. Okay, and that's going to be worth something to us. That one's easy to calculate. That's just 3 CSRs times, the CFO already told us it costs $120,000 a year, times 5 years for the life of the project. Okay, and that works out to be whatever 15 times 120,000 is. We figure that out later. Furthermore, our telephone bill. telephone bill, the customer used to be on the phone 15 minutes a call, and now he's going to be on the phone about 5 minutes a call, assuming we have the same number of customers. Then the phone bill is going to be something on the order of about 1/3. We're assuming that's an 800 number because that's typical of customer service, and we're paying for all the time that the customer is on the phone. And there may be other benefits that are going to accrue from this system. Let's talk for a moment about the costs for this system. All right, well, the costs, we're looking at the initial bill, putting all of our customer data into the system, which was said to be about 30,000 hours times the contractor's rate was $50 an hour. That works out to be about $1.5 million, okay, for the initial bill. And then we've also got the annual maintenance. Okay, that's going to be 10,000 hours times $50 an hour times 5 years. Okay, that works out to be about $2.5 million. And then we have the annual license fee, which, reading the problem up above, that's $100,000 times 5 years. That works out to be another $500,000. All right, and so there will be other costs here, but they'll be negligible compared to those numbers. But we'll have training costs. We'll have maybe some new equipment, desktops, server, LAN, etc. But those are not going to be very significant compared to 1.5 million plus 2.5 million plus $500,000. So the total cost here, total lifetime cost, is going to be approximately $4.5 million. Now, the estimating the cost is the easy part. Now, the tangible benefits over 5 years, this is also not difficult, but that's the nature of tangible benefits. Tangible benefits are benefits people don't argue about. For instance, we already set up here that we're looking at 3 CSR reduction in overhead, which works out to be this number. 3 times 120,000 times 5 years. Okay, so that works out to be $1.8 million. All right. So copy this line here. And then telephone bill was $120,000 a year. We're going to reduce that by 2/3 approximately, so $120,000 per year times 0.667 times 5 years. Okay, that's going to be cost savings over a 5-year period of time of